Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm back here at Loki Kia in Clearwater, Florida because guess what? I have a new trim option for the Kia Optima. This is a 2020 Kia Optima S. And where this is really gonna fall into line is between the LX and the EX. And Kia's promise to you is you're gonna get a lot of value for the money going this trim route. And that's really gonna be the basis of this video. Is the S trim the best way to go for your Optima? And this car is lined up targeting the Honda Accord, Toyota Camry, Nissan Altima, those cars going up against this Optima. But let's talk a little bit about Kia history. Kia's been around early 1990s here in the United States. The Optima, it's a Y2K car. It actually first appeared in the year 2000. It went from 2000 to 2005 was the first generation. This new Optima, I promise you, really brings the level of style, technology, and definitely fit and finish than any other Kia Optima before. So let's go ahead, dive into this 2020 all-new trim level, the Optima S. Right off the bat, I love the color, I love the styling. The work that Kia did with the headlight design on this car, very distinct, LED. I love the daytime running lamps. Everything blacked out inside really gives a nice character to the car. There's some things on the car, on any car, that really could bring out the character. Headlight housings are huge. It's crazy how cars can look so different depending on what you do on the inside. If you notice on the S trim, you got the lighting down here, nice gloss black, and you know what? This is a functional vent. It's an actual air curtain on both sides, like the look. We come across the front, very, very smart the way the headlight housing integrates right into that tiger nose grille. This is the design character of any Kia, is this style grille, gloss black with the chrome trim, very, very classy. You work your way down, you have some flat black, and then I really like the way these fog lamps and the gloss black around them come right across the front. You have a little bit of a lower air dam here on the front fascia, but from one side to the other, really looks cohesive and really looks aggressive and sporty. Up onto the hood, very nice body lines. Two body lines kind of raise up and then fade as you get to the windshield. We come around the bend, and what you're gonna find is a wheel and tire setup that is specific to the S. I like this machine look. You have the gunmetal gray. It's a 235 on the width, 45 series sidewall, and it's an 18-inch wheel. Really matches the color perfect on this. Now, when we go into the fender, notice how the hood line, very unique to the Optima. You do have a fake vent here. I'm not gonna zonk it because you know what? It's not trying to look too much like a vent, but I think without this, it would be a little bit bland. I just wish they would have done a little bit more, so I'm gonna half zonk it. We won't do a full zonk, just a half zonk on this venting on the side. But as you can see, going up onto the roof, this has a nice panoramic sunroof, and guess what? They blacked out the whole roof. It's not like you get towards the back here and then there's more red paint. They blacked out the whole roof. Very, very clean look. Even things like on the door handles, like the chrome, because remember on the front, that tiger nose grille had the chrome. You have the paint right on the mirrors, slim and trim LED turn signals, and then also on the S, I really like the gloss black that runs along the bottom, that sill extension also ties it in with the front end of the business. Now, as we keep working our way back to the rear, look at how this chrome trim. Now, a lot of the times, the chrome trim stops at the quarter window. First of all, very unique shaped quarter window. Second of all, look at how that trim comes all the way back to the rear glass. Love the look. We come around the bend. They did a great job on the styling of the taillights. And if you notice, they wrapped it all the way around instead of giving it that weird finger-looking reflector on the stingers. I like this design a lot better. It's actual part of the housing. We come around the rear, very, very tasteful S badge. That thing really looks sharp with the chrome finish and that nice chrome red look to it. Trunk lid spoiler, just perfectly placed. And as we drop down, you have your Optima badge. This faux venting here should go. This is a zonk. I wish they would just keep this smooth, but I love the rear diffuser. And guess what? Two functional exhaust tips on both sides. I like the shape, really fits the overall look of this Optima. Let's go ahead and pop the hood and see what's powering this Kia Optima S. All right, guys, we pop the hood. It's the simple things in life. I like the way Kia uses hood struts to keep that hood nicely raised. What you're looking at there, that's a naturally aspirated 2.4 liter inline four, 185 horsepower, 178 pound-feet of torque. It's all mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. This Kia Optima S weighs in around 3,300 pounds, 0 to 60 in 7.5 seconds. And if you're wondering about MPGs, you're gonna get some good numbers. 27 in the city, 37 on the highway. What can I say? It's a tasteful looking engine compartment. I really think it's so smart how simple it is to change the air filters on these Kia products. 1, 2, 3, and you're done. Other than that, everything is nicely placed. Why don't we go ahead though, let's fire up this Kia Optima S and see what it sounds like. All right, guys, we're inside the 2020 Kia Optima. Like I said, this car is directed right towards the Accord, the Camry, the Jetta, the Altima. I know you're probably saying, well, Joe, this thing's looking pretty sharp, this S, new trim. How much is it? MSRP right at $27,000, and I'm telling you, it's gonna blow your mind what you get for the money if you haven't already had your mind blown from just the outside to the door panels. Now, the door panels are a lot of dark material, but you know what? It's all soft material on the armrest, on the top portion of the door. I like that gunmetal gray treatment around the switchgear for the windows and the door locks. You're not gonna have to worry about fingerprints, and the doors are gonna be very easy to keep clean. As we come inside, look at all this room. I'm shocked at how much room there is in this Optima. Dash is very far forward. I like the nice rise to it, the simulated stitching. The silver trim goes around the 8-inch infotainment system. Obviously touchscreen, you're gonna have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, nice swipe features, easy to use, easy to get back home. You toggle down and you have a little bit of gloss black, nice touch, slim and trim. This looks so Audi-esque. Loving the radio controls. You have standard AC controls, blower switch, temperature, no dual climate. But remember, MSRP $27,000. We keep working our way down. I like this gunmetal gray color. Got a nice lid. We slide that open. Look at this connectivity, guys. 2 12 volts. 1, 2, buckle your shoe. 3, 4, you got a USB and an aux jack and a nice little cubby. And the best part is it's got a lid. Closes. You have a nice place here for a phone. Maybe, you know those small cans of Pringles? That could fit perfect right there. One at a time. This is a nice shifter that's going to control that 6-speed automatic, not a CVT. Thank you, Kia. I like the design of the material here, the leather boot, real easy to, just nice handle to it. Another cubby, 2 cup holders, and then the armrest is at a great height. You open it up, we got a little tray for some breath mints. Let's say you've been eating onions and your girlfriend gets in the car, you better suck one down really quick because she ain't gonna want to kiss you. And then you got a lot of space in here, which is great. Seats. Comfortable, and I like the mixture of materials. First of all, this headrest is way too high. Let me bring that down, make it look a lot better. But you have the leather here, some cloth here, and then the leather inserts. Very, very nicely done. Overall, I think they really hit the nail on the head with bringing value. And then that panoramic sunroof up there. I mean, look at that. MSRP $27,000. Even I like the silver start-stop button. Very nice touch. Great amount of room in here, and I'm 6 feet tall. Get your butt over here. I want to show you the business end of this Kia Optima S. All right, guys, business end, behind the wheel. You do get full electric assist on the driver's side, even with lumbar. That feels good right there. Steering wheel, love the design. Nice round steering wheel, some brushed aluminum, great looking horn button. I like the thumb controls, very easy to use and figure out. And then the dash, it's on the simplistic side, but remember, we got to keep it at the price point. This is $27,000. You got backlit gauges, analog speedometer and tachometer. You have that information display. Remember, you have all the safety features in this, which is awesome as well at this price point. Blind spot monitoring, lane keep assist. Love the seating position though in here. Let's go ahead and check out the back seat and see how much room your passengers have in a Kia Optima. All right, guys, we're inside the Kia Optima S. One thing for sure is your passengers are gonna love the amount of room you have back here. I didn't shrink, I'm still the same size, and I have plenty of space. I am gonna zonk the hard backs and these nets. But remember, we got to keep it at price point. Ooh, look, it's my lucky day. I found a dime on heads. That's good luck. Okay, I made a wish. But anyways, where I wish there was some extra stuff in here, there's no connectivity, no USB, no 12 volt, nothing like that. So that is going to be a zonk for me, at least one. Just give me a 12 volt. But these seats, I'm telling you, are really, really great. And what I like, the way that you know that they're really thought through, look at how the material goes all the way to the door edge. It's really nice for your arm, whether it's your left arm over here or your right arm over here. And then, of course, you have this armrest, nicely padded, 2 cup holders in the right spot. It's actually pretty surprising back here, the value and the space. Just this is the problem area here. But why don't we go ahead, pop the trunk, and see what type of room we have in this Kia Optima S. All right, guys, let's go ahead. We're gonna pop the trunk of the Kia. Real easy to push. You're gonna have to lift it yourself, but you know what? Wow, 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 wow. Look at all the room that you have in the trunk area. This just continues to show that you don't need to go the SUV route, even though Kia does have an awesome SUV, the Telluride. But you have your 2 handles here where you could put those seats down, 60-40 split, got a nice cargo net. But the opening, think about it, you could go get that 80-inch TV from Costco and slide her right in here. 1, 2, 3, get her home and get her mounted up on the wall. But I'm not gonna buy any TVs, but I wanna take this for a spin. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go ahead and take it for a spin. We're in the 2020 Kia Optima S, pulling out of Loki Kia in Palm Harbor, Clearwater area. Very, very smooth. I'm loving the seats in this car. And for the price, you're getting a lot of value. Would I like to see a better infotainment system? Sure. Would I like to see a better display in front of the steering wheel for the driver? Sure. But at $27,000, I think you're getting a lot of car, especially when you look at the exterior of this thing. It looks more expensive than $27,000. Visibility is great, even out the back window. Steering wheel has a great feel to the leather, and it smells really good in here too. Even though it is a new car and usually new cars smell good, this one smells extra good, and I'm really, really liking that, to be honest with you. All right, guys, now this one has the naturally aspirated engine, so you're not gonna win any drag races, but let me go ahead and get on throttle. 6-speed drops down, and like I said, 0 to 60 in about 7.5 seconds seems right spot on the money. The one that I would really want to get would be the turbocharged Kia, the SX with that 1.6 liter turbocharged engine is really going to be the ticket if you want more performance, but definitely value right here. Love the blind spot monitoring, lane keep assist, very, very quiet in here too, which is great. The dash, this portion, when I look at it, you know, it reminds me of the Jetta, how it kind of sticks out a little bit, but not as bad. And I think it's something that will grow on you. The amount of room though is just ridiculous up in the front seating area of this Optima. You do have 3 different drive modes, which you select from a button right behind the shifter: Sport, Comfort, and Eco. And what's cool is when you put in each of those, it's gonna adjust the parameters of how the car runs. And then what's nice too is when you start it up, it does system check where you see a Kia Optima. I expect very soon there is going to be a redesign, a total redesign of the Optima. But I think, you know, if you're in the market for a type of car this size and you want something that's going to give you a big bang for the buck, I think that's why they introduced this new S trim, to really hit the nail on the head for a lot of people looking for value, looks, and also at a great price. It's very, very smooth. Steering has a great weight to it too. It doesn't feel real floaty on throttle. Nice to have an actual automatic transmission. There are no paddles behind the steering wheel, so I know some of you are gonna not really love that and miss that. Others, there would never be a time that you would ever use it. Now you can shift manually by taking the shifter like I just did and putting it over to the left, and you would hit up and down on that shifter handle to go up and down the gears. One thing that's always bothered me on the Kias that I zonk is that I feel like they got the shift pattern wrong. The upside should be where you pull back, and to go down a gear, you push up on the stick. It's actually reversed. That was something that I noticed when I first drove the Telluride. But by manually shifting, it does give you a little bit quicker throttle response and get up and go type of thing. But I'm telling you, the best part is the visibility. And these seats, I feel like I could drive to another state and feel fresh as can be. Hey guys, let me just go ahead and show you the acceleration. I'm gonna go down a few gears, forward, third. It tells you on the dash. Second, on throttle. Hit the shifter. You know what's interesting is when you hit the shifter to go into the next gear, there's not a really large delay. Brake pedal feels good. Steering feels, I think they did a great job with steering feedback and the weight of it. I'm very particular about how the weight of the steering wheel is, because that really allows you to kind of sense what the front end is doing traction wise and whatnot. And I'm getting decent feedback from this Optima. Now, obviously I haven't been able to take it down a super twisty road, but just from my experience, especially from racing cars and whatnot, I'm liking what I'm feeling from the steering wheel. And obviously that makes sense when you know who's calling the shots now at Kia when it comes to their designs and whatnot and their engineering. It's Audi. So that's where you have a lot of those same features that you'd find on the German brand and the feel for sure. Accelerate here on the brakes into this right-hand bend. Very nice. Look at that. Nicely done. Not a ton of body roll, which is nice. Shift to the next gear. Really smooth. The shifting is, the action of the shifting is very, very smooth. I put it back into drive, and that's the nice thing too, is as you see everybody just pulling back and forth in front of us, it does shift from gear to gear to gear very nicely. And I'm gonna say it again, I'm so glad that they went with a 6-speed automatic instead of a CVT transmission. But hopefully this gave you a nice overview of the Kia Optima S when it comes for an option to ultimate value. We're gonna wrap this up and get back to Loki Kia, so I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, it's been a wonderful day here at Loki Kia. I gotta definitely thank Danny and Robert and the rest of the crew getting us access to this 2020 Optima S. Listen, the answer's up to you. Is this really a value-packed car to go up against that Accord, to go up against the Camry, and something that's wrapped in such a stylish exterior with tons of room on the inside? I'm thinking that it might be one to add to your list if you're in the market for this type of vehicle. But if it's vehicles like these you want to keep on seeing on Rady's Rides, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile coming back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Rady's Rides family. If you want to help us here on Rady's Rides, keep making great content just for you, click the link in the description. Get yourself some Rady's Rides merch. Got to give it up to Big Guns McGee. Every time he films a Kia, he starts to understand more and more the value of the brand, and it just blows his mind. I remember the day Kia Stinger from the auto show, Tampa Auto Show, just a year ago. He's back again. Thank you, Tom, for all your hard work. And just like always, I'll see you on the next ride.